In this video, I'm going to show you the 8 worst nutrition mistakes that 99% of seniors make. And you can actually become the 1%. Because when you are aware of these 8 mistakes, it makes it easier to avoid them and focus on the right things. So, without further ado, let's dive into the first mistake. Number 1. Drinking too much water. Yes, you heard me right. I am a big advocate of drinking a lot of water throughout the day. However, it is very important that we do not overdo it. A common rule of thumb is that the amount of water you should drink per day is half of your body weight in ounces. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, then you should be drinking around 75 ounces of water per day. But here's the thing, as you age, especially over the age of 60, your thirst mechanism tends to get rusty. And so, you may not feel thirsty, but you still need to drink enough water to stay hydrated. And the problem is, if you drink too much water, it actually flushes out essential minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium. And there's actually a very interesting study which showed that drinking too much water can cause hyponatremia, which is low sodium levels in the blood. And this can lead to a whole bunch of symptoms from headache, nausea, vomiting, fatigue, confusion, and even seizures. So bottom line, it is very important to make sure that you're staying hydrated by drinking enough water, but don't overdo it. And if you're over the age of 60, it is recommended that you drink at least 64 ounces of water per day. The second worst nutrition mistake that 99% of seniors make is eating too many processed foods. Processed foods are foods that have been altered from their original form, and they usually contain a lot of added sugars, unhealthy fats, refined carbohydrates, and artificial ingredients. It is recommended that no more than 25% of your daily calories come from processed foods. But according to the CDC, over 60% of the calories we consume are from processed foods. This is a huge problem because processed foods have been linked to an increased risk of chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, obesity, and even certain types of cancer. And here's the scary part. Most of us don't even realize how much processed food we're consuming because they're in so many different foods. For example, bread, pasta, cereal, biscuits, waffles, pancakes, sodas, juice drinks, canned soups, frozen meals, and many more. The key is to try to cook more of your own meals at home with fresh ingredients so you can control what goes into your food. And if you must eat out, choose restaurants that offer healthy options like grilled chicken or fish, fruits and vegetables. And if you're looking for some delicious and easy recipes that are low in sodium and saturated fat, check out the link below where you can download my free recipe book for seniors. Mistake number 3 is not getting enough protein. Protein is an essential nutrient that our bodies need for a wide variety of functions, including building and repairing tissues, producing enzymes and hormones, supporting a healthy immune system, and helping with weight management. Unfortunately, many seniors do not get enough protein, especially as they age. This can lead to a loss of muscle mass, weakness, fatigue, weight loss, and other health problems. According to the dietary guidelines for Americans, adults over the age of 50 should be getting at least 25 to 35 grams of high-quality protein per meal. And here are some excellent sources of protein for seniors: lean meats like chicken and turkey, fish, seafood, beans, lentils, tofu, Greek yogurt, and eggs. Now, if you want to make sure that you're getting enough protein, one easy trick you can use is to make sure that half of your plate at each meal is filled with protein-rich foods. By following this simple rule, you can help ensure that you're getting enough protein to support your health and well-being as you age. Mistake number 4 is not getting enough fiber. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate that our bodies cannot digest, but it is an essential nutrient that plays a crucial role in maintaining good health. It helps with digestion, helps regulate blood sugar levels, helps maintain a healthy gut microbiome, and can even help reduce the risk of certain chronic diseases. Unfortunately, most people, especially seniors, do not get enough fiber in their diets. The recommended daily intake of fiber for men over the age of 50 is 38 grams, and for women over the age of 50 is 25 grams. Good sources of fiber include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. One easy way to increase your fiber intake is to add more fruits and vegetables to your diet. For example, you can start by adding 1 extra serving of fruit or vegetable to your daily diet, and gradually work your way up to the recommended amount. You can also choose whole grain breads and cereals instead of refined grains, and replace butter with nut butter, which is higher in fiber and healthy fats. Number 5 is avoiding healthy fats. Healthy fats are essential nutrients that our bodies need for many important functions. They help with hormone production, cell growth, and protect our organs. But unfortunately, many people, especially as they age, tend to avoid healthy fats due to misconceptions about fat being unhealthy. This can lead to a number of health problems, including dry skin, hair loss, joint pain, and even cognitive decline. It is important to point out that not all fats are created equal. We need to focus on consuming unsaturated fats, which are considered healthy fats, and limit saturated and trans fats, which are considered unhealthy fats. Some great sources of unsaturated fats include avocados, olive oil, nuts, and fatty fish like salmon. A good rule of thumb is to make sure that no more than 30% of your daily calories come from fats. And if you're concerned about your fat intake, it is always best to speak with your doctor or a dietitian. Number 6 is eating too much salt. As we age, our bodies tend to lose taste and smell, which can make food less enjoyable. As a result, many seniors add more salt to their food to enhance the flavor. However, consuming too much salt can lead to a number of health problems, such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. In fact, the World Health Organization recommends that adults consume no more than 5 grams or 2,000 milliliters of sodium per day. To reduce your salt intake, you can start by reading food labels and checking the amount of sodium in each serving. You can also try to cook more meals at home with fresh ingredients so you can control the amount of salt added to your food. Another helpful tip is to use herbs and spices to add flavor to your food, instead of relying on salt. Remember, reducing your salt intake is an easy and effective way to improve your overall health and well-being as you age. Now, before we move on to the next 2 mistakes, I want to ask you a quick favor. If you are enjoying this video, please hit the like button. It will really help support the channel and help us reach more seniors with important health information. Thank you. Mistake number 7 is not getting enough vitamin D. Vitamin D is a crucial nutrient that our bodies need for strong bones and teeth, immune function, and even mental health. However, as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at absorbing vitamin D from the sun, and many seniors end up being deficient in this essential vitamin. This can lead to weaker bones, increased risk of falls and fractures, depression, and other health problems. And finally, mistake number 8 is not getting enough calcium. Calcium is an essential mineral that our bodies need for strong bones and teeth, muscle function, nerve function, and even blood clotting. But unfortunately, many seniors, especially women after menopause, tend to be deficient in calcium, which can lead to osteoporosis and increase the risk of fractures. To prevent this, it is recommended that adults over the age of 50 consume 1,200 milligrams of calcium per day. Good sources of calcium include dairy products like milk and yogurt, as well as fortified foods like orange juice and tofu. If you're concerned about your calcium intake, talk to your doctor about taking a daily supplement of calcium. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful or at least interesting, please hit the like button. And if you know any other seniors who could benefit from this information, please share this video with them. Until next time, I wish you all the best in your journey towards better health and well-being.